Okay. Only just one more Christmas in July. So, well, the overwhelming response and the messages from y'all. Okay, I will see what I can come up with. So the other day I found this tree at a garage sale for like minimal, but as you see, it kind of just fades away. So I think we should have a green Christmas tree, don't y'all? So yeah, this is just a metal Christmas tree. You can tell like some rust is starting to happen on it, but I would like to make it pop. So I'm gonna go for my go-to green color in a can, the Laurel Green by Rust-Oleum. Okay, we've been sitting for a while, so now I need to turn it so I can do the other area that hasn't been sprayed yet. So y'all know last week I tried the pet art crackle for the first time, and you're all like, "Hey, go!" A lot of people are giving me tips and stuff like that, and then I think a couple people said Ellen Good does a video, and I think that's one of the Facebook things that I saw where she was doing one of the Hobby Lobby big winky. So this is a newer piece, and I thought that turned out beautiful. So I'm going to go, I'm not doing the fine line one. I think that one's too finicky. I'm going to do the bigger one, but let's see if I can recreate her beautiful work, her inspiration. And that's what we all, as creators, personally, I am honored when somebody tries a technique that I have shared. So yeah, let's get him painted first. I really think that it had no problems reacting with this paint. I'm not going to even try to say the word. Everybody keeps sending me message on how to say it. I just love the paint, y'all. So, so we're going to do white oak again, because even though my fine line one didn't work, the regular did. So I'm going to go in with this paint because I think it'll do just the same. And I know that the coverage, I think that it's going to be wonderful on this little picture. Well, it's not little, but you know, and I don't feel bad covering over Santa. I was stocking the other day, and I'm like, oh, I really want to try that again. And then here Santa was in my face. He's like in somebody's booth, Christmas in July, people put stuff in their retail booths, and I'm like, oh, he is meant to be. You are meant to be made over and looked aged and crackled. So we will see if I can do as well as she did. Or I liked my other two projects in that video, and that's usually how I will do something. I'd be like, okay, it was either a fail, and I'll give it a few times. Of testing something out. But the second two products did wonderful. The second two items did wonderful. So it was just that fine line one. But oh my gosh, it's just beautiful when it. Now, this is going to take a few coats trying to cover up this red. But that's okay. Okay, let's go in with the second coat. See, I told you this Limestone chalk paint by Fusion is wonderful. Now I think he did fine with me doing weather defense, so I'm going to go ahead and do that again. Okay, now that that is dry, I'm going to be using the classic crackle. There's a step 1 and a step 2. Bubble. And then we're just going to apply it all over. It's nice you can put your hand in here, so generous amount. It has the feeling of like Elmer's glue, Mod Podge, you know, something like that. Unfortunately, my little brush is leaving bristles. Well, you know, I bought them at a garage sale. I'm like, you always need extra brushes. Now I'm just going to sit it off to the side, let it dry for a couple hours before doing the next coat. It does say that you can put heat on there, but since this is that type of object that the paint's just sitting on there, I'm not going to do that. I let this sit for about an hour and a half, and you can tell that it is dry. I mean, even when I touch those white spots, they're dry. And then it did pull off a little bit of the paint, but I think once we crackle it in antique, it'll be okay. My forethought was maybe I should have sprayed it with shellac first to help bond the paint, but it's all good, y'all. It's all good. So now we're going in with number two. And that's going to start the crackling effect. Well, not right automatically or anything like that, but so we need to make sure, unlike my swans I missed a couple spots, so I want to make sure that I get it on there. So everybody crackles. You know how that is. The more you use something, the better you get at using it. And this one's much thinner than the first one. The first one's a little grabby, you know, kind of like I said, kind of like glue. So, but I love to play. This is the adult version of playing for me, crafting. Same thing. I'm just going to set it off to the side, couple hours, and see. Fingers crossed that it crackles. I think I got a for sure thing. I can already see the crackle. I can see it. Can you see it? Other than a couple spots that the paint pulled away for whatever reason. Probably because it's a ceramic item and I'm trying to make it. But we're going to go in with Homestead House's Antiquing Wax. So that's a darker wax. So love that I can just put my hand in here. And then we're just going to, oh, ta-da! It's so fast. Yeah, I probably won't really do the fine line one, but, and I thought, yeah, that's going to cover up where that paint, oh, that is beautiful. Y'all can use the fine line one. I'm going to stick with the regular one. You know how that goes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like Bob's Burger. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't even watch that. My daughter used to watch that. So just get the whole thing waxed on and then I can wipe off the excess. I wasn't sure if I was going to need to do some drip grip and dust on it or not, but oh, there y'all go. You guys were looking for an alternative when I'm always getting chipping and crackling from milk paint. Anybody struggling, and this looks like the product to go to. I'm sure there's so many of y'all that already use it, and I was new to the boat. I didn't put any crackling agent. We know that this isn't old, y'all. It's just a reproduction. So then we're just going to wipe off the excess. Oh, yummy, 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 yummy. Oh, be still my heart when Hobby Lobby comes out with these cups and pitchers again for Christmas. We know where we're all running to. Because not that the colored one wasn't awesome, but I really like the aged one. Yeah, and it covered up like where the boo-boo was on the mouth. I knew I wasn't going to stress about that. Too often times we take the fun out of doing crafts by stressing out on some imperfection. Okay, well, I'll let the wax dry and then we will seal it in with something. Oh. So we'll just let the wax dry. It looks good. Did I find a gumball machine in a box? I guess somebody had a purpose for it and then they didn't want it anymore, so they donated it. Yay. Okay. So, yes, the box was still with it. It's still, and what does a gumball machine have to do with Christmas, right? Hello. It's like, it is new, but it's red. So this is so super simple. This part is metal. A lot of it has plastic, but this part metal. So I have the simplest idea, y'all. The simplest. Okay, so first thing to do, we have to take the lid off. Nope, we're not putting gumballs in it. Oh, it's got there's a little nut that holds it nice and tight here. Don't lose any of your parts, and then you can lift this off. And it has a nice rubber seal. Wait till you see what I'm going to be using with it. I'm able to buy a box of heads on Whatnot. I think they were light covers, but oh, y'all, I think them behind glass. So now I have to see how to fit them in here. I'm not going to take the little hanging system off that's on the top. I'm going to leave that there. I want to see how many of these little guys, see how you're like, I need a box full of pixie elf heads. That. And then I'm like, and then I found a gumball machine. I was like, oh, be still my heart. This is all meant to be. So, ooh, come on. We got to work ourselves around here. Oh my gosh, that is so stinking cute. And you know me, it's got to be full. It has to be. That's how I roll. I don't like to cheat anybody. Okay, so you go this way, you go this way, you go this way, and then let me see. Poor pixies. I'm impaling the pixies. Just like anything, you got to play with it until you're like, yep, that's it. I like it. I think one more. Oh my gosh. Sophie's upside. That guy's upside down. Oh, I think I was trying to put him at the top and he didn't stay at the top. So I mean, he's fine upside down, but I think he would be happier not being upside down. Oh, hello. One's making a run for it. Hold on. How did you get out? Oh, you do fit in the top. Okay. Now oh, I'm impaling it. I'm impaling him. Okay. So I'm just going to play with them. Somebody will be so happy with this. Oh, I'm not going to try to change the red. And, you know, they're not as easy to get in there as I thought they were going to be. But there, oh, I love that little one peeking underneath there. Oh, okay. Maybe a green hat. Okay. Good thing you're plastic. Okay, I used quite a few of them in there. Yes. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. This is it, y'all. This is what I'm doing for you on this one. So you can start looking for a gumball machine and some. I mean, they don't have to be vintage pixie heads, or I mean, did we ever think about putting something in a gumball machine? I'd like to say this was my original idea, but I saw somebody on Whatnot and I actually bought one of his, so I wanted to be able to recreate it for you all. And his did not go cheap, so that's okay. I wanted it. Oh, I lost. How'd I lose my screwdriver? Hello, I had it and then I lost it. Now you could go crazy. You could wrap something around it. I am not. I'm. You know, sometimes you can overdo something, and I think that is as cute as a button. So I wasn't, but I can see this plastic, and that bothers me. So I think that matches. Even though the elf heads speak for themselves, right? They do. Who would have thought you'd had a reason to use elf heads? I made wreaths out of them last year and I thought that was really cute. But they're way cute. Okay, that covered up that plasticky look. Okay, hold on. I thought I was going to be happy, but then I'm like, now that I did that, it needs a little something cheesy. That I think this one's too faded, unfortunately. But I do think that this one will work. Just have to cut it off and put some hot glue on there. It makes me laugh. It's so cute. Oh yeah, I save all the plasticky things because they work out just fine. Now I want to really squash it in there. I will do a couple more tins because that is really what was requested. So this is just a Kentucky mixture tin. The plaid just reminded me of Christmas, the holidays, general. I love to fill these up. Oh my gosh, I love to fill these up. And I try to do as much vintage as I can. And you never know, you might have to put something new in there to bring it all together. But my first thing I'm going to put in here is one of the vintage bottle brush trees. Y'all, I had so many of these in my booth and I couldn't sell one to save my life, even when I 50%ed off Christmas. So I thought, you know what? Instead of them being in a box, let's use them. So we're going to look at, I could be done right here, but you all know that I'm not. I'm not done yet. But That is so super cute. You could just leave this as is and it would be so super cute. I don't necessarily want to glue the tree in, but I do want to make it tight and I do want to stick a couple more things in here. So I'm going to see if I can get, oh, I might have to cut it down, a piece of the floral foam to stick in there. I'm not sure why. I don't feel like I should glue it down, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to stick some floral foam in there and make it everything tight. Gotta love the Dollar Tree floral foam. Actually, I need to do another order. I need to do another order. Order it online and you can get, well, you have to order quite a bit to have it shipped to you. So it's well worth the order because it's one of those supplies you run out of and you're like, oh, I needed more of that. Why didn't I? So you have so much, it's like glue sticks. They're like, how did I run out of glue sticks? Oh, that gave me goosebumps. That did. Okay, so we got that. Now it's nice and tight. It's not going to fall out. That's my whole goal there. And I do want to add him in, but we need more. We definitely need more. So I have some of these. Probably were, I bet it was like a floral decoration or something. So I can stick those in the foam. Like bubbles, balloons. See if that goes well with him. And then I have some of these, which are iridescent. I think they were hangers for your Christmas tree. So there again, you have that floral foam in there. I might have to put another piece of floral foam in there. Not sure I like those quite yet, so. And these stick better like this. See, like I needed something going out of the other side. And then I'll just take some cutters and cut those off. I don't know if I like these quite as much with him. So let me see what else I have. How about those? Something about the glistening when the reds don't match, just match up a little bit better. So I'm just trying to fill in that dead space. But I like the bubbles. I like the little ornaments. Now I have a hole. You can't have a hole. No holes. Some mercury bead stems. I have to cut it down though, because it was a little. I don't want it to be taller than what those are. I want it to just kind of go in there, and they've kind of faded. They're a little bit pink, but I like that. And I'm gonna take these little hangers off, just because they stuck in the foam the other way better. It was smashing the other way. And maybe it was because of these, but. Oh, I actually like it. I like the pointy to go with it. I might have pushed too far down. Not any big deal. I still have more. Yeah, the bigger ones kind of push it. So we'll do one spiky and then the other two this way. Now I have to see how I'm doing because I'm showing you and then I'm looking backwards here. No, because you'll destroy my floral foam in there. I know I'm that person. I gotta even out my sides. Christmas, pick up Christmas all year long. Because then when you go to create, you'll have a lot of yummies to create with. I don't like that side. I want to bring the two sides together. I look for these mercury beads all year long because they make being able to do this a little bit easier. Turn them around. Because it's just a huge statement when you put it right in there. Maybe that one's bigger than this one. Tradesies. That's how it works. Yeah, this one's bigger. Done. I'm still not done. As soon as I think I'm done, I feel like I need to add something else. See, I just needed something else because these were just hanging out there. The more you fill it up, the less you have to worry about covering up that floral foam, right? So I have this other little one that I'm going to have to glue because it doesn't have a stem or a wire, but I'm just going to take some tissue paper because it's white. I'm just going to crinkle it up. It's going to be easy, and then I can just push it to cover what floral foam you are able to see, but it's white, so it kind of looks like snow. You could use the crinkled paper from the Dollar Tree store. You could use the fake snow blanket. Okay, a little bit of hot glue to glue this in. Gotta do what you gotta do. Put that right there. And then since these are kind of wonky, I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue to hold that together. And then find out where these two will touch and then glue that. Now that I have the tissue paper on, I'm going to take a little bit of Mod Podge and some glitter glass, and we're going to kind of make that tissue paper look a little bit better. So I'm just going to push that away. Get that open, and then we're just going to pour a little bit of it on there. Push off the extra, and then it doesn't look so bad that it's tissue paper. I have another tin, but look at this tin. I don't even, what's with the hole in it? I don't really know. But I love it. And there again, I'm going to be using some of the older trees. And then, because I thought, why not? It has a weird string. This has a weird string. I'm going to add Santa, a little dancing Santa. He's perfect for this because he's missing his boot. He lost his boot somehow. Oh, take my garage sale sticker off there. But yes, he lost his boot. So see what we can do here. Yet again, I want to fill this up. I don't know about this thing. I think it's weird. So for right now, I don't want it to look like a curtain pullback. So, then again, I am trying to cut it with metal snips. So, okay, we're good now. But I liked this low, so I'm only going to I'm going to half of this, so that it's not terribly too short, but it's not terribly. Yeah, it's so easy to cut. Makes it so nice. Just trying to fill in that base. Nice and tight. I love the graphics of this. So take my price stickers off of it didn't sell, and I am going to have to glue these ones in. I don't think this is going to be as tight as the other one I did earlier. So I'm just going to glue it right onto that floral foam. Hold on, I need to see. Yeah, okay. Sometimes it's hard to remember, when I mock try it. So cute, because then Santa, yeah, I know I don't have any scissors over here, but these will work. I'm not cutting his head off, I'm just cutting that little hanger system. Okay, Santa, there you go. And then we can push him in. I think I'm going to have to do some glue on him. I'm going to push him back as far as I can in the trees. We'll have to do some beard maintenance in a second. Aw, look at, you don't even know he lost his shoes. Oh, not shoes, he lost a shoe. So I felt like I could get a couple more trees and add it in. You know, these trees used to be in villages, so sometimes you got to pick you think you got all that fake snow off, but it definitely still has it. And then I'm going to do it. I want one shorter. I'm going to take it off the base. See, I needed it shorter. I'm going to add this last one that I have. I'm going to add it back here. Just a nice overflowing type package. Even though you don't see it much, it depends on which angle you go. Vintage candy cane ornaments. Let's see if I can get them untaped. We don't need the hangers because we're going to put it into forest. I just love candy canes. I love the stripage, you know. And then it just adds something to the whole display. And the fluorofoam's in there, so we can put it in there. Of course, I would like one here. So I might just glue it because I want one up there. Okay, some floral wire. think that's what it is. I don't know. But I know that I wanted that up there. I wanted that in the tree. So if you don't have one as tall as you want, I guess you just make one. Probably should wait for it to set up a little bit before I try to poke it in there. I think that we're set up now, and then the brown will hide in there. See, I got my third one in there. I have a fairy wand. No, no, I want to put the star back here to fill in the space, but I need something to put it on, so I went to my stash, and I have this Artie white painted dowel. Might be a little bit too long. I'm just going to go over to the bandsaw and cut it down. See if then that will stick in the flower foam. Oh, there we go. We got candy canes. We got a vintage little light cover. Oh, goodness. Oh, but now that candy cane looks like it's weird in there, doesn't it? Darn it all. Maybe I don't want the candy cane after I went through all that work to make the candy cane look like that. That's okay. I will come up with some other where for that candy cane to be. It's going to go behind Santa. Santa, you got a candy cane. There's something about sets of 5 anyway. So, love it. I'm like, I don't know. Should I glue it? Should I not glue it? Maybe. Maybe we'll go ahead and glue it. Okay, to add some more. I'm not worried about that quite yet, but these were a stem. I don't know. Oh, I think they were Joann's. Oh, well, what do you do? Unfortunately. So I'm going to add those. I like. It says candies or caddy. It says caddy kit, but you know, I want to add candy in. Whatever the caddy kit was, caddy kit fun for all the family. It was $4.25. Let's see, is that too? That might be. Is that too tall? Too tall? I know you wouldn't think it would be that difficult about a stem that you put in, but you know when you know, like, oh, that doesn't quite go there. Oh. Okay. Let me try this. I got those trees in there nice and tight. I will tell you that. I want that side showing. I want you to see that as a candy cane. I love this. I love the stripes. I could do stripes just all the time. The candy cane peppermint stripes. To add a third element of texture, even though this kind of matches. These were candies. I'm not really sure who the maker of these were, but I just snipped off that top piece, and that will bring that color in and still sticking with the candy theme. And then I'd like this one to go here. I like the unexpected, a different pattern. But I'm going to do that same thing where I glue it on here because it's not quite tall enough. And then I can weave it into the trees and then Hopefully you don't notice it. It's just free floating. Because this is plastic and so much heavier, I'm just taking, yep, it's a candy cane popsicle, or a candy cane striped pipe cleaner. I know I bought those last year at Hobby Lobby. And then look at there. Then now I can fit it in. Finish this up and cover up any of the green foam. This is garland that I bought last year at Walmart. So I'm just going to cut pieces, put a little bit of hot glue. I loved it because it looks like snow. And then we can just tuck it in there. It's all about hiding that floral foam. And now I lost my beginning. There we go. I found it. So it just will look like puffy snow. See, look how cute that looks. And it covers it up. So thank you for hanging with me while I worked on a little bit more Christmas. I could probably do a Christmas craft every month, y'all. I just absolutely love Christmas, putting those little assemblies together. Oh, at the collections. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We will not be doing Christmas till closer after Halloween now. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what I'm up to. Bye.